And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug?
You don't mean that shit?
The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just cause you don't like the way another nigga talk. Drive, motherfucker!
Give me the connections. I ain't got no capital yet, but I'm gonna get me something. I'm gonna get the connections, and then I'm gonna have my own place. Don't get me wrong, I like Vegas, but I'm gonna have my own place. Yeah. Get this, I'm gonna call my place. Check this out. Ray's Boom Boom Room. Don't that sound like something? Don't that sound like a place where it's fun? Sound exciting. Ray's Boom Boom Room.
Do what I want. Drink me a beer. Have me some fun. It's my life. Smoke when I want. With other beer. Shots of Patron.
At the gentleman's club, I make it rain when she get low. A slow grind make a nigga wanna spend more. I'm tricking off the whole stash for the cheap thrills, cocaine pills, and a private show. What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the PDXDOPE Live Podcast. I'm your host, Double R, a.k.a. Ray of Gism, a.k.a. whatever. Just don't call me a motherfucker. So anyway, we're back with another one. And I'm going to go ahead and give my guest, or the guest host, or the panel introduced. I got my man Renaud Tage in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Happy TGIF.
Yeah, always at the end of a tough, long week, but fuck it. Pause. Hold on. Hey, what's happening with you, cousin Terrence?
What's up? There we go.
Man, I think I spoke too fast or something.
It's all good. All
out, man, you know. But anyway, man, we back at them again. We are shorthanded tonight, though. So Jax is in training. Ivory is in DC, and Don is I don't know. So she's we're out. I mean, we're down 3 people, but we're gonna do what we do. Welcome to the show. So what's up with y'all fellas? What y'all got going on? How the week been for you?
The week for me, it was pretty smooth.
Okay.
It was like my father's. I just remember on September 15th, that was the day he passed away about 5 years ago. But other than that, you know, I celebrated. We had a cool, chill time. And
hey, salute, man. I seen the video you did for him. That was cool, bro. I thought that was touching, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, because I did, you know, I was lucky enough to be able to know your dad a little bit. And he was always cool, even when you wasn't around and I'd catch him in traffic or whatever. Right. We always chopped it up, though, man. So that was nice, though. That little video you put together for him, that was dope.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Celebration of life, my dude.
And I always appreciate all my friends who always looked out over my dad when they seen him in traffic.
Man, family is family, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, I would hope that the motherfucker would do the same for my father. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
or whatever,
yeah.
Or my people, you know. I mean, that's really the way it's supposed to be. You know, so we got a couple people in the comments section. Claire is in the building. What's up with your lady? What's happening with you, Pam? I see you. Well, yeah, we in here today. Friday, yeah. But anyway, yeah, work was pretty interesting for me, man. This shit it never amazes me working with people. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it at that. But people are interesting. I'm sure they say the same things about this. Like I got my boss, that's a motherfucker right there. But yeah. So and I can admit that, you know, but I ain't, you know, I don't disrespect him or treat him like, you know, less subhuman or no shit, you know, because I don't believe in abusing, you know what I'm saying? You know that shit's corny, bro. But you got people that thrive on that type of shit, and then you have people that actually respect that shit, you know. And it's like I respect you checking me about not doing something right with my work, you know, or coming up short or not meeting deadlines. And I get that, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's either a performance thing or you walk me out the door but there's nothing logical for you to be sitting there talking crazy to somebody or making somebody feel less than because of that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's
They need to control. Hey, they need to go home and control that shit. Stop bringing it to work. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, but you got, I mean, you know, but there's people that sit there and they go for it. There's some people that go for that. They will just sit there and get disrespected. You know what I'm saying? And talk to like they 3. But you playing with people's money though, and livelihood. Yep. So then you have that to deal with, and then you got people like, oh shit, you know, man, I need to pay my bills, car notes, I got insurance, I got health issues, all that type of stuff. So, you know, it's a cold dynamic when you really think about that. I don't know how I got on to that, but anyway, food
long
for thought.
week at work. That's all it is.
Yeah, food for thought. You know, for those of you guys that are out here at work, because I told my boss one day, you know, I was like, I don't give a fuck about what your title is at work. You know, you can be the director, owner, CFO, supervisor, sunvisor. I don't give a fuck what you is. Motherfucker, you disrespect me, you gonna have a problem, and I'll be fired in fantastic fashion. Everybody's gonna remember that day, motherfucker, because you will not disrespect me. That
sounds like real Sagittarius type shit.
Hey man, it's real, man. I'm too cool with people, man. You know, I get my attitudes get mad. I walk away, man. I'll leave you alone, motherfucker. I'm protecting you from me. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, so I get away from the situation though. But if you try to like step in front of me on some bull and try to like go out, man, listen,
Oh,
man,
that's all. Yeah. Yep.
You will be crying at the end of the conversation.
Yeah, all bets off.
True story.
And I'll be like,
around. I'm all man. I refuse to be disrespected on any level. You know what I mean? Now you ain't gotta respect is earned, and so I'm gonna carry myself in a certain manner. But motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? If you come at me, that shit is just so, it drives me crazy when I be seeing people get depressed behind, you know, their bosses and shit, and it's like, man, fuck that motherfucker. I mean, I get angry, you know, and shit like that, but I'm talking about, but you not finna punk me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going for that, bro, for real.
Well, it could be walking the line. People out here, like you said, are paying bills. So you're trying to walk the line to keep from stepping over into that area that you know you can't come back from. And I think that's why a lot of people take certain portions of it. But like you said, at the same time, you ain't gonna disrespect me where you gonna point your finger and try to treat me like I'm a kid. You can talk to me like I'm a man, talk to me like I'm a human being. Right. Hey, if I messed up on something, critique me on that. Don't start that other thing because you had a bad day at home. You had a bad day with your wife or your husband or whatever. Talk to me.
Yeah, be like, motherfucker, what you didn't get none last night and you mad at everybody at work?
Yeah.
You know, why starve you out, nigga? Going to work, mad at everybody.
Or your kids are doing you wrong and you can't control that.
You are all working late tonight. Is there a problem?
Did you ask me?
You know, I mean, like, cause it's like I asked, you ask somebody at work, do you say, well, I need a couple of people to do X, Y, Z, and then it's silence. Nobody says anything. Okay, so I guess so this is what I tell them. I say, so I guess I have to volunteer somebody to do some shit because I asked y'all, gave you the opportunity. No, I tell them this in real time. This is exactly shit. We be talking, man. My team is dope, bro. But I'm like, okay, so I guess boom, 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 and then I'll pick the motherfuckers that's gonna do it. And it's like, oh, like, hey, I gave y'all an opportunity to just. It's gonna get either I'm gonna do it. I'm giving y'all an opportunity so you won't feel like you got laid on you. I want to see who's out here going to jump at the and they okay, well, here's your assignment. Here's yours. Dude, that shit is hilarious. But I call it voluntold. Yeah, I was voluntold.
That was pretty. Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah. So like when my boss told me to do some shit that I didn't want to do, I remember I was hot about it. And I was sitting there telling her, like, what I didn't like about the whole situation and whatever. And she was just like, well, I understand your frustrations and you don't want to do it, but you don't really have a choice. You know what I'm saying? She's like, this doesn't go against anything unethical or anything like that. So you're gonna do it. so I had to do it. You know, but so when I tell people about that, I just say, I was voluntold because I didn't fucking support that shit. But anyway.
Save me,
Didn't support it.
Daddy.
Yeah, nah, for real. I've done a lot of stuff that I didn't support, man. You know, for a nigga.
Straight up fat ass show.
What are you doing over there, Ronald?
What are you doing? That's Aaron over there. Aaron, we can hear you in the background, by the way.
You got some extra going on over there.
Okay, let's see.
Ronald to the mute. Look at him. Yeah, look how humble he's looking over there as he's saying it. Look, eyebrows and all.
Yeah. Shit, man. No, but no, work is fun though. Work is fun. I mean, it's just shit that I see, you know, or throughout my career, just in general. We all experience the shit. You know what I'm saying? In our work environments and shit. And it's like I say, man, I refuse to come to the place that I need to get my money. You know what I'm saying? To be worried about somebody pushing me around. This is the one place. This is definitely not for that.
You ain't gonna pull no bullying.
Hell no.
Schoolyard bullying, because you know we gonna get the brick and knock your ass out. You start doing too much.
But you know how they be saying stop snitching and stuff like that, man. Snitching be going down in the workplace though. Snitching.
It's always there. The little always like what? That's not what. Maybe it happened, but no, that didn't happen like that.
You think you the coolest motherfucker on earth, nigga, and then you would be getting the email or a phone call from HR, nigga. Somebody didn't like the way you was looking today. Or you was, you talked to somebody, you was a little bit too stern when you talk. I mean, bro, I told somebody to put your phone away. You can't be on my, you can't be on my floor walking with you like you just, walking through the thing. Motherfuckers went to HR on me, bro. Like, I was like, what the fuck? This is like my first, like the first couple months, first month or whatever. And so this was like the worst time because my boss was in the Bahamas. They fired the other supervisor. So I was ahead of like 30 motherfuckers, my first, you know what I mean? And I'm like dealing with two completely different teams. One financial business end and then the other a call center thing. So, I'm sitting there. What was I saying? I done lost my thought. I had a good one too. I can't.
How people snitch and be going to HR about the simple things, right?
Oh yeah, about the phone thing. It was the phone thing. Yeah, when they told HR on me because I told her she had to put the phone away. So then HR came back and told them motherfuckers it's in the policy book. You can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But they've been allowed to do it for so long. That was part of their culture. Yeah. But I came in like, look, we're not doing that. You go out on the floor of the back room. I don't care about none of that shit, but you're not finna do that. That's not even professional. And so they was all hot at me, bro. They was, the one girl told me, she was just like, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but they don't want to work for you. Just what the bitch told me, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Trying to get you out over there.
Yeah, she tells me this, bro, right in my face. She's in my face. She told me this shit, right? And so I'm like, I'm sitting there like, kind of like, okay, so calm down, nigga, don't. You know what I'm saying? I want to go left, but like, because the bitch had me really discombobulated when she said that shit, right? And
breathe.
So, I had to do all that, bro. I was working, bro. I was really, digging into my therapy sessions that I used to have and all that. And so I told the bitch, I said, it doesn't matter what they want because I'll be here longer than any of them. So just last Saturday was my 4-year anniversary, and all them motherfuckers are gone. Mm-hmm. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But for real though.
No,
they don't want to work for you. They all gone.
I remember my current boss. He had one time when we had a new driver, right? New driver, for some reason, everywhere he went to drop off things, he felt like he was getting bullied by the people he was dropping off the stuff with, right? So he gets into the warehouse and bring him in, this first thing. And they set him down and, says, hey, why don't you empty some of the trash cans or something while we're waiting around? And then when they get in, they'll start training you. He got something happened and he went in, he was like, I ain't going to empty any trash cans, blah, blah, blah. He went to HR and and told the guy that told the HR that, hey, they got me like a glorified garbage man. They won't teach me nothing, won't do this. He had just got into the building. He'd been out on the road and threw my boy up under the bus. And then he came back to talk to him. I was like, what the hell? I had to tell him, I said, dude, you're not making any friends, but I was like, you ain't making no friends with that shit. Don't do stuff like that. He was one of those people that jumped to. He didn't know the in between. It was always an extreme on one way or the other.
He said glorified garbage man.
Yeah, that's what he called. Yeah, everybody. Listen, everybody. Well, I don't execs. If they walk past and see something in a trash can and it needs to be empty or whatever, they'll go and empty it. But this cat comes in, he's been out there driving for a couple months, and he thinks when he comes in, he doesn't have to touch anything but whatever merchandise or the process in moving merchandise and stocking it or shipping it out. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, that cat, he lasted a couple months. He lasted, I want to say 2 years. And then COVID hit and he left. But he was always, somebody was bullying him on the road. Somebody, he goes to deliver something. They said that they're not going to take it. He would come back with a big story about them, tell him where he needs to go and don't drop that off here.
That whole thing with that bullying shit, though. That shit, a motherfucker tried to bully me.
He wasn't getting bullied. He had that mentality. You know that type of cat. He was a victim or a Karen. He was a super victim.
What's the male opposite of a Karen? You can't call him a male Karen.
Ken, dickless, Ken.
Dirty.
Ken or Kevin?
No, it's Ken. It's Ken.
Okay. Carl. No, that's
no, it's Ken. Remember, Ken doll, Barbie, Ken.
Yeah, that's a Build-A-Bear ass nigga. That's why we call him.
Yeah, Build-A-Bear. That is exactly what it is. Yes.
Or dudes that don't know how to dress and their girlfriends dress them.
Wow.
Put you together. It's like, nigga, you didn't have no style until you met the bitch, man.
Yeah.
And that's okay, though. That's okay.
Are you talking about Russell Wilson?
Huh? I think I did say something about that before about Russell. He is a Ken doll, you know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Very rich Ken doll, yeah.
Hey, man, God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, let me go ahead and play one of these stories, man. Let's see what we got, what we're gonna talk about. Hey, man, listen, man. What you just seen was real talent, man. We just bringing you real stories, man, telling you shit, man, keeping this shit moving properly. So anyway, we're gonna go into this first story, man. We light on the stories, man. I gotta give me some news producers or something to give me my stories.
I can see some stories, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the little system I do, but anyway, let's go and play
Fox
this.
Tonight, a terrifying situation for one Northeast Portland homeowner earlier this week when she discovered a stranger sleeping in her children's bed.
And Fox 12's Chandler Watkins spoke to the homeowner who posted the video of the scary encounter to social media.
On Monday, Kelsey Smith was in her backyard talking to a friend on the phone when her dogs began to bark at something. She went to the front door because contractors were coming to build an accessible bathroom for her son. There was no one at the front door, so she thought no one was there, but her dogs continued to bark and led her into her children's bedroom.
I walked in wondering if she had cornered a mouse or something because she was going crazy, and I realized there was a person under there.
At first, Smith thought it was her husband,
Justin.
but she quickly realized it wasn't.
Okay. Gail.
The woman, who police have identified as 54-year-old Terry Lynn Zinzer, can then be seen waking up and jumping off the bed. She then picks up an ottoman and throws it at Smith before walking out the front door.
The sort of fear didn't come until after she was gone, and I started to run through the scenarios in my head about how this could have played out differently if my kids had been home.
One of Smith's kids needs to be monitored for medical reasons, hence the camera. Smith says police arrested Zinser while she was trying to break into another home. PPB says she was charged with burglary in the first degree and harassment. Zinser was released the next day. Smith was looking to press charges, but when she called the DA's office,
they said the charges have been dropped and you can leave a message for the DA and he can call you back. And I haven't heard anything. That was 2 days ago. I don't understand why she's not in jail. She's not harmless. She proved that. She proved that by the stories that I've heard from other people.
Smith believes more needs to be done to address growing problems she sees in the city.
I don't know what the answers are, but I know that what they're doing right now is not working.
In Northeast Portland, Chandler Watkins, Fox 12 Oregon.
Wow.
Try not to jump to conclusions on this. Portland, come on, man. Come on.
Imagine if she walked into Ray's house. This would not be the same story.
Yeah. What?
No, I wouldn't have shot her.
No,
I didn't say that.
Nah,
It's still, regardless.
It would have been. It would have
It
been.
would not
real.
have been the same story.
No,
Yeah.
because it would. I wouldn't have released the footage after what I would do to her.
Yeah, that's just
unless
crazy.
it was to save myself. But that's ridiculous. Go ahead, Terrence.
Hey, so I said this, but remember a long time ago, I was like 24, 23, and I was laying on the couch in the house, and I was just got to sleep. It was late night, and somebody knocked on the door. And remember, people used to come to the in and out, going to clubs and stuff when we were about that age. And I opened up the door. It was an old man, shoeless, bleeding, right? And he was like, can I talk to such and such? And it looked like somebody had did him in, and he cut his foot. Somebody beat him up. So I was like delirious because I woke up out of the sleep with somebody knock on there. But the guy came in and for a second and was like trying to talk to me. I was like, hold on. Once I realized what it was, I was like, dude, okay, I can give you some tissue, but you got to go. You're right. But he was just an old man. I don't know if he was on drugs or what, but just came to our house, our own grandmother's house over there, and just walked in. When I opened the door, I was like,
the 10 1/4?
Yeah, remember I told you this, and Sal was like, man, you crazy, you can get killed in this, and I was like, dude. I said, yeah, but I wasn't going. That's not what happened.
I want to say I kind of remember that.
Yeah. So but he walked in. He walked in and he had no shoes on. One of his feet was bloody and had been cut up, and he looked like he was, worse for wear. I was like, what the hell is going on here? In the neighborhood, just like that in the middle of the night. So seeing something like that, I understand that people delirious from whatever they're on, whatever going on in their head, or whatever they've been through. She might have had sleep, and she might have not slept for a while, but obviously,
Check this out. So I've been over here in this house for like 12 years, right?
Right.
So when I first moved in here, it was a summer night, right? And it was like, it gets pitch black around here, but this is like early, like I want to say when I first, like 2013-ish, it was like 20, the first summer or I think it was the first summer I was here. And man, I had fell asleep in here. I'd been drinking vodka or something, we was popping it, but it was one of them days I wasn't working. So I had, would just go to, and I went to sleep, and it was pitch black and it was late, and not a light on in the house. And I don't know what it was that woke me up, but I got up and I went to my kitchen, and my back kitchen door was wide open. Somebody had opened that door and came in that house, and then they must have heard me, you know what I mean? Because I was in my front room on the couch with the motherfuckers that came in or whatever, and then ran out or whatever. I assume that's what happened, because I got up and I started looking, I had my pistol, and I started looking around, and then I looked, and the door was wide open, though. And it's like like 3 in the morning or some shit, bro. Like
hell no.
I was like, I was like super shook, bro. But I think about that now, like when I be here in the house, and I'll fall asleep, like, I mean, I always got my gun with me or whatever, but it's like I wake up and shit, because I had the one dude showed up to my house. I got it on my video cams or whatever, talking about he was looking for a woman. And I'm like, man, you got like fucked up, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? And then I come to find out, I asked some of my peoples, Renault, and they let me know who the dude was when I showed them the picture or whatever. Come to find out this motherfucker's like he's a stick up kid type motherfucker, methamphetamine drug user, and this is what I found out when I did my digging, you know what I mean? And this is a dude at my front door, and it's like at nighttime after 9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit can be people is out here on some weird shit, but with that, when it comes to that lady though, I mean, yeah, I know it could be like Renal said, it'd be a different story though, but I mean, it's like I really don't know how I would react to something like that.
She wouldn't have made it to the front door.
Hold on. You saw the dog sitting up about to get up there. I don't know what the dog was doing on there.
That's a
friendly. The dog wasn't that dog was too friendly, nigga.
Look how he jumped up on the bed, but he was almost over the top of it. Yeah, look at Ronaldo over there.
No, nigga, if I got if I have a dog, it's gonna have to be way more aggressive than that. Something like anybody in this motherfucker, man, you attack these.
Any of y'all that had animals, especially Esoc, 2-0 and them fucking, I think like, come get your motherfucking dogs, bro. I'm not coming in. Them dogs will kill you. You walk in the fucking house.
Yeah.
Quandre and them there, I got them. Yeah, that dog was like.
Yeah, that dog was sitting down, wagging its tail over the top of her, like he was licking her face or some shit. But it was, you could tell though that she had something mentally wrong with her.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
This city is bad. This city's bad with that.
Dogs are your friends. Them motherfuckers was yapping for a reason though, but they were just too friendly. But you still got to investigate. Like, nigga, my dog is barking for a reason.
Yeah.
Whether it's my mother at the door, I'm still checking. Yep. Even if I know she's coming.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go peek and see. Like, take a look. Take a look, nigga.
Yeah,
and they let the bitch out within 13 hours.
Right, and
That's
drop the charges.
Thing.
And drop the charges, my nigga.
And it keeps happening.
No, but let's check this out. But if that was a man, do you think that they would have handled that the same way? If that was some dirty ass man on the streets that had obvious mental issues, do you think that he would have got that same treatment?
No. I wouldn't say negative.
No.
Let's just throw myself in that situation. Maybe I was just wandering, blundering, drunk after drinking tequila. And I thought it was my house, but I stumbled in because all my houses on the block look the same.
Right.
I go, lay down.
Yeah. I mean, but listen, check this out though.
That's not even a scenario. That bitch was on drugs. That bitch she was breaking in multiple houses.
Listen, she's crazy. She's mentally something wrong with her. I'm just saying that had it been a man, he might have even been labeled as some kind of sexual predator or something, I think.
Right.
Oh, yeah. But check it out.
Did she have a kid there too?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
that. Yeah, but they weren't there at the time. But check this out. We know that this has happened, but it was the dude's house. And the lady cop, went in there and shot him, saying that she thought it was her house. And walked in at delirious or whatever she says she ended up shooting and killing him at his house, and she was so. I mean, it's crazy. Things happen. People.
Yeah, them niggas family disappoint me, man. That you bring that up, man. They sitting up there, loving on her and shit, feeling off.
Oh, I remember in the court, they were trying to make peace with themselves with the situation.
Yeah, man, I get it, man. I know it. My religion and all of that, what I believe, or something supposed to believe, I guess, is to be able to forgive people you know. But that particular situation, I just didn't get that, bro.
You talk about the story about the
police girl, the
police officer coming off her shift, goes in there,
and the family member want to go like hug her and say, "It's okay, I'm sorry."
Yeah. That was way too much right there. But but the mental illness thing here, and I know it's like this in a lot of different big cities, in large cities all together, but it's like it's just crazy how they are with men. They'll beat them down. They'll rough them up. They'll put all types of shit. And these women, they kind of look at them,
or you get shot like that young brother who came home drunk and walked into the wrong house and got shot to death.
Yeah.
You know that scenario you brought up and all.
Right.
Yep. But I remember there was a guy who did that like 2 years ago. That went in and walked in the house and laid down in the thing, and he was in the wrong house. And then they told him, and he got up and left out of the house. But it made the news.
You know,
I think it might have been in Vancouver.
Lucky person.
Oh, he was. It was a white dude. Bringing race in there.
Well, Claire says in the comments, in general.
Yeah, because if it would have been a nigga, then what we talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all bad goons, so shit.
Oh my god! Get the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And them liberals
gotta be scared of your own shadow.
They call them liberals, the lying liberals that be having guns, nigga. They ready to kill them. Nigga, don't come fall asleep on my couch, nigga. Get shot on the porch, nigga. Fucking with them.
Well,
yeah, man.
No, but inside the house, you have the right to do whatever.
Nah, that's
outside.
not.
No. Nope.
No.
They have to actually
if they turn their back, you go into jail like worse than than Don King.
I mean, depending on the circumstances, it would all really depend. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and that can be argued. So it just depends on how that rolls out. But really, if somebody's, if you right though, if somebody, they have to be advanced, even in your house, you got to give them the opportunity to leave. You know what I'm saying? They have to be actually attacking you. Or you advancing you and actually
here in Oregon, if you feel the threat, even though this is not the what is the term they use?
The argument. That's the argument.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that
legally
you can use a gun. Don't have to be and kill somebody. Long as you feel that they threatened you, even if you're not supposed to have a gun or anything else, you can get off one.
No, that's the argument. They
I know.
That's what you gonna say if you get caught in that situation, because it's like only you and that person was there in a scenario like that. So if somebody's like coming through the window, you hear him coming and you see him, and what you gonna attack them when they get into the window, or you gonna do? Most people's gonna be shocked and scared. So if you got a firearm, you only can imagine that you gonna go retrieve that, come back. By the time you come back, they don't been dropped in, not whatever the case is. If they don't notice you. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like you trained on them, one or two. Cause I remember one of my partners when I was in 8th grade, his uncle got killed by a white man. He had broke into the white dude's house, and he was in the house, man, and the dude told him to stop, and he didn't. And the white boy laid him down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of my partners in school, we was at Tubman, real good friend of mine, and his uncle got shot to death. He was on drugs or something like that, broke in, and the motherfucker told him to leave. You know what I mean? And everything, and the dude was like, "Fuck you," like
in
whatever, and came at him.
This is a city that you drive down the streets in certain times. You might catch, I don't care where it is in the city, you might catch somebody naked on the block, man or woman, doing some crazy stuff out there with their pants off, their clothes out, just naked, doing some things, talking to themselves.
I just seen this lady the other day, bro, pull her pants down and start digging in her ass. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
I start down MOK and Shaver. I drove by and I thought it was a dude at first, and he was just with the boxer shorts and just with short hair sitting on the corner there, and then I realized that as I drove past, I was sitting at the light. As I drove past, this person is doing this crazy thing. We had a couple people in the car, and they pulled down the pants and the bush and everything else popped out. I was like, whoa, that's a
Man,
woman.
listen, man,
Oh my goodness.
I went to the Lloyd Center for the first time in like 3 years. And it was a trip, bro. I was like looking at this shit. I was like, what was going on here though? I mean, it's so ran down. It looks like, like I never would have thought in a million years that this place would ever look like it looks like. It just looks like a dilapidated piece of property, just like
combination
barren.
of a bunch of stuff hidden. Yeah,
It's like kind of barren now. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that bustle. You remember, like, especially like, I know it's not Christmas time, but you know how it used to be during Christmas time. It would be traffic all over there, people in there shopping like a motherfucker. The Lloyd Center used to pop. It don't do that no more. I mean, it's just like dead. The businesses around it. There's no more Applebee's. There's the Stanford's is gone. The movie theaters are gone. You don't have shit over there, and so it's like Sushi Land. You got a couple little scattered around, but it's kind of like going down Old 82nd.
The theater's still there, but they sold the lot. That lot where they parked, they sold that one.
No, I know they sold it, but the theater is not open.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, yeah, the other theater inside the mall. Yeah, okay, you're right.
But the outside one is still open.
Yeah, it's still open.
Okay, so I thought that was closed.
But they sold the lot over there. The lot,
though,
you can't park in there. Yeah.
Okay. I thought they might have closed that too, but I haven't been to the movies in 2 years.
Yeah.
You said what?
Yeah.
Movies at home?
Yeah.
I ain't going. Yeah, I got surround sound. Boop, boop, boop. You got the 67,000 inch TV.
Yeah, I got all that, but I still like the experience of going to the movies. I haven't been in 2.5 years, or since the whole pandemic. I don't even remember the last movie I went to see in the theater. I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but I've been there at least 3 times to that one over there. So
you've been this year to the movies?
Yeah, I've been 3 times this year.
What'd you see?
I forget what movies they were, but I did go. Yeah.
So you just
So speaking of movies, you guys going to see the Woman King?
I am.
I think I will.
I'm going to watch it just for educational purposes.
Yo, funny guy. Yep, that's good. All educational purpose. I think I'm gonna like it either way it goes. I mean,
it
beats watching Love and Thunder.
she's a great actor. So.
Yes, she is. Hey, you heard me? I said it'll beat Love and Thunder. Everybody I know was like, "Oh, Love and Thunder is great." I was like, Thor. I said that's an interesting whole setup in that movie.
So I went and of course I know there's a movie coming out about this though, but I did my little research on that whole situation or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things, man. How they rewrite things, but it's big. The Queen has been talked about because she died recently and stuff like that. And they talk about, you have some people that don't care or that they feel a certain kind of way because of the, Great Britain being associated with, colonialism or whatever. But I mean, we say to that is whoever has the biggest dick wins. So the most power and all of that. So everybody's had their time to conquer, and all that, right? So check this out. So this movie, we talk about, the reparations and the stolen stones or whatever, and they made light of that, right? So the elephant in the room is this, and this is where I'm going to bring it back to what we're talking about with the Woman King.
I already know.
Is that in the transatlantic slave trade, all races were at the table in this business, right?
Yeah.
Black people included, black slave ports. There's no way it would have been as efficient that it was globally had they not been a part of this system, right? So the Woman King is talking about one of those kingdoms that actually sold slaves, African slaves, to white people. And really what they were fighting for against the white people was their ability to be able to do it the way, to do their shit, you know. So I found it just quite interesting, you know, and then it also just made me think about when people talk about reparations and stuff like that. And it's like, so when we go look for reparations, which I feel like black people would be entitled to reparations, I would be for that. But where does the money come from is usually the question, right? And so when we look to the US and, you know, back to the Queen again, you know, they were buying slaves, build the empire and all that stuff, right? But when we talk about this shit, and when slavery was first abolished in Britain was in 1833, 32 years prior to it being in America, right? And they also, you know, with the slave ships trying to stop that, you know what I mean? They, you know what I mean? So, but the reparations though, with those black nations that were, you know, complicit,
we're complicit to the trade.
So they should be a part of paying into this money. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
Well, I saw a little bit something about there's the Bahamas, there's some other islands that are they're trying to separate now.
Or they get their independence, but they'll choke out and starve
because like you said, they had hundreds of years of slavery and all that type of shit.
Welfare countries.
Yeah.
All their food is imported.
Yeah. So
they produce nothing. They can't leave. You know what I'm saying? What's your export? What do you got? Nothing. All the food that goes in there, Jamaica and all these places that you just talked about, food comes from somewhere else.
But that's by design, though.
Absolutely. But what we're talking about is getting off the tit.
Yeah, trying to be independent. Yeah, so yeah. Well, on the aspects of, I could see if, depending on, okay, we're talking about a king, but we're talking about, are we talking about a defunct nation? When we're talking about the peoples that were actually involved and complicit with it, right?
I'm talking about on the west coast. On the west coast of Africa.
Yeah, spoils of war. Instead of you having to feed these prisoners and control them, you ship them off. You know, these people you're at war with, you ship them off instead, so you don't have to contend with them. But it's like, are they? How large is the nation still from which those?
Do they even have?
Yeah,
any
and
that's
the whole thing.
That?
Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean, hey man, it ain't like this shit can't get figured out, man.
Oh no, it can all be figured out. I got another thing though. We're talking about the Queen, like Queen of England or Queen Great Britain or whatever. It's all these songs and all these women talking about running the world and all this shit. She actually did it for 70 years, and these guys are trying to disrespect the fact that this lady actually did it for all this time. You know,
right.
And that's the clueless shit that people don't understand. You guys write songs and feel a certain way and want to show this. That's fine. That the colonialism that's been embedded, because really, United States is it's even different from all the other places that had slaves and things like that. Because but it's like you talking about who run the world and what's what. This was a queen of the last monarchy at the highest level, and you watch them drop off certain things and give them back to the nations that they took them from over the course of her reign, and she still kept her thing, even though it's a balanced thing now, and she really she had her monarchy, and then they had actually more of a diplomatic or democratic setup.
They had the parliament. They had the parliament.
Yeah. So, but that's the one thing that people, whenever you hear somebody make a comment, I'm like, you guys that's the part that you're clueless. You guys keep talking about who run the world and all this shit and talk about women.
Why they have the meme though? The meme of Kobe crossing over the Queen in heaven, bro. That shit was so hard, bro. I was like, they cold for that.
Yeah.
So they are cold for that. The internet is undefeated.
They cold for that and quick.
Yeah. People, it's like you said, everybody's tough and smart on the internet, right?
And it says her great grandmother ruled the longest before her.
Yeah.
So before her, she ruled like I think she told me when I was talking to her, it was like 63 years or something like that.
Is that
But you're right,
Victoria?
though. Yeah. So I mean, it's like that shit's like, but that's some shit though. What you said though, I mean, like especially right now in the climate, you know, with women's empowerment, you know, like we just talked about the Women King and all of that.
Yeah.
She did that at from 25 though, Instagram model age, right?
Yeah.
And she was ruling the world, you know, literally. You know what I mean? If you really break it down,
oh
the whole empire.
And that's lost on ignorant ass folks. That's the whole thing. That's lost on folks that
whether you like her or not.
Yes, it's lost on folks.
But how long was it? 1,000 years so far? I mean that their whole thing, though, their lineage.
Oh, their lineage of I'm not sure because everyone in Europe is connected through family. I mean, cousins and cousins and cousins. Even the whole World War I was a bunch of uncles and cousins fighting against each other. You know, they always, and they knew when a certain family member left or died, all hell was going to break loose because all these guys, they, you know, with all the tariffs and all the treaties and shit, but they were all cousins. And then when it finally they cousins took sides, just like in regular families, and but it took the world.
Queen Victoria was 18 when she assumed the throne.
Mm-hmm.
She was younger than Queen Elizabeth, her great granddaughter.
Yeah,
that shit crazy. But I mean, you know, but that would seem like somebody they would champion. But you know, it's extra woke, so you know, it's about, you know, white supremacy, and I think that the crown to a lot of people represents that. So
because it's colonialism. It still comes down to religion, and then and greed and expanding. Usually the island places are usually the ones that expand the furthest because you only have so much land, so they expand out everywhere, and usually religion is used for that. And it's part of the mindset that's left for everybody from there. So, I mean, it's a part of history. I mean, they call themselves trying to move forward now. Yes, whether reparations or whatever else, that could be something that I'm not saying that it shouldn't happen. I'm just saying that we sometimes worry about the wrong shit, right? I can understand land being something for reparations, though, you know. That I think that's one of the bigger things when it comes to
to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really talk much about it because I don't think that it's something that's going to happen. Can it happen? Yeah, I think it could happen, but I don't think that it ever will happen. You know, so I really don't necessarily talk about it on a serious level because it's never, you know, everybody has their own idea of what that would look like. You know, and to me, it just, you know, it's kind of like that thing for me. It's like, so, you know, we can't do shit collectively is what we're saying, you know, because of white supremacy, you know, so give me something and that's going to help me out of this shit. And for some people it can and will, you know what I mean? You know, but for the lot, I doubt it.
Yeah. When I look at that and what you're talking about, no, as much as giving me something, no, stay the fuck out of stuff. The government, the people in government, specific people and organizations in the government have went through over the years, and they spiked the Kool-Aid over and over. And that's the whole key. And then people turn a blind eye because they don't want to. They're like, oh, we can't do this, or we don't need to. It's the one thing you fight amongst yourselves when the real culprit, because you can't hold those guys accountable. And that's the real thing. That's the whole argument. And that's the whole reason, you know, if you stay the fuck out of trying to make things worse all the time for these minorities or those descendants of slaves, it'll be easier. But what happened is they went through, every time there's a financial thing for all people or something for all people, they went back and figured a way to tear down what was there because they're looking at those people as That's the problem, because that's the real problem, and not about black on black crime and the rest of the stuff. Yes, it's a problem right now in our faces, but we know where we came from. We know why it's the way it is. And yes, we need people that are strong to be able to do their own, right? Not care about so much about reparations shit, and avoid getting emotional about shit, and be the good soldier and put things down for themselves and for their families, and teach people how not to jump to the emotional part all the time, right? But at the same time, be aware and be able to know that this is actually a real thing that's going on. And how you do that is through, local neighborhoods from your communities and stuff. And we've talked about this many times, and trying to set forth for the future for people to understand. Don't get so emotional about these other things, these topics, these hot words and these hot things there.
Right.
Yes, and gain some structure, start making structure. But you also need to know that this is what's going on. They're throwing stuff into the ointment all the time, and then like 40 years, 50 years later, you're like, hey, they did this, and you can prove that they did it. But by that time, they're like, everybody's dead. What do you want from us? But everybody else always gets what they want from them afterwards, and then they die. Then they say that they're saying that descendants of slaves. They're saying, well, there's no way we can do this, and they make whatever they want to do, they can do, but they're not willing to do it because they can throw everything up in your face to make you feel a certain way about whatever, emotional about whatever.
On the flip side of that, though, it's also, but there has been no solid plan, because like your father told me one time, Democrats is like herding cats. You know what I'm saying? And when he told me that, it resonated. You know what I'm saying? It was just spot on for me. And I think that's the problem, because you can never get people on one accord. That's different from what happens on the right. You know what I'm saying? They lock a step with them. We got the memo. The assignment. This is what it is. And until we can agree on something and then start to work that plan and get some momentum for a plan that's reasonable, and something that looks like it can work, something that, whether it does or not, but something that's tangible, at least on paper, and you start pushing it and getting the momentum for something, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to take, in my opinion, to ever get something really rolling on a real level. It has to be something where people can look at it and be like, hey, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Is it going to be, it ain't going to necessarily be no check. And that's the thing that I think people get misconstrued when they talk about this thing. It's going to be something that's going to be given in certain types of resources and financial, and certain accesses that blacks didn't necessarily have before, in terms of the financial institutions that are going on. And that's the key, really, is being able to be inclusive in that.
Well, the problem is we got a part of the population of the people that have been oppressed. They're hand to mouth. So when you're hand to mouth, you're not wanting to cut off the hand to mouth, even though that you can go out yourself and grab whatever it is. But, with our jobs, we're trying to pay bills. We're trying to live life, just like the next man. We want certain things like the next man. We want to have vacations. We want to be able to, have nice things. So when we get out there, we're doing this on a regular basis just to survive and have something, rather than looking at the long term, right? And I think that's the reason you can't get on a accord, because like cats will go out and find their own. But if you if you put the food in the thing, they're gonna come to that little thing with the food as they see fit, and they're not gonna try to be around the other guys, the other cats, right? So it's a real thing, man. Real thing,
man. Yeah, that's that shit right there. But yeah, that was interesting though. But yeah, though. So Woman King, I'm gonna go check it out anyway. I'm gonna probably watch it on the Fire Stick, the goddamn cam copy. You know what I mean? I'm giving them no money, nigga.
Oh yeah, I need to start my Fire Stick back up.
I'll hook you up or call your boy.
My shit working like a champ. Let me tell you something. I watch
right,
everything. That's another reason probably why I ain't been to the movies though.
Hey, hello. Do you have 1550
What's
Plus.
1550? Is that? I mean, what app is that?
1550. Yep.
By yourself. Entry fee. How about that?
Mhm.
And your fat ass forgot to go by to the Dollar Tree and get your snacks, so now you gotta pay $8 for popcorn, $7 for soda.
And you can eat all the soda you want, but that damn butter's gonna kill you. That fake ass butter.
So here's the deal. So Renal breaking this shit down for you. You right though, because if you think about it,
That's by
you
yourself.
and your lady go to the movies.
You're going to eat, drink prior.
For just
and
hold on. Before you even
$75
before you add on any of the other stuff, the tickets. What are they, like $17 now?
Yeah,
or something like that.
How about that?
We're talking $34-$35. Boom, off the top.
Sure.
All your snacks, a bottle hull, and a couple of pre-rolls. You're free. You know what I'm saying? Speed there all day.
Oh yeah, it's real. Yeah, real in the field out here, man. What? But I have been like each time. I think it's been around with snacks and everything. It's got to be around $80. Shit.
Listen, bro.
Listen.
If I go to the movies, I'm bringing fresh fruit, melon, honeydew melon, pineapple, watermelon, maybe some apple slices, and some granola.
So you taking you getting all that in?
Hey, we need the drive-ins on this.
Look, I got my man purse on. I got my man purse on, so it's right there.
Oh, so your coat is covering it?
Yeah, all that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's a lot.
Long
of
as
stuff.
it's not like Zeke Elliott's.
Hey, him and Cam Newton, boy, them niggas, boy.
That big ass pink purse. Oh boy, you saw everybody looking back at him.
He got a what?
Big ass pink purse. It could be a Louis Vuitton or something, but it's a big ass pink purse.
Regardless, Louis Vuitton is brown and black.
No.
Say.
This is like a. Well, it could be.
He chose that color.
But no, it's a. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's colored. It might consider to be red. Looks like pink from the photos, but that could have been doctored. But
whatever.
I was just saying, he wearing his man purse.
You know what? It's a lot of purses.
It's just a fanny pack.
Yeah, fanny pack. The rocks. We used to wear them in the. We all have one. Don't act like we
fanny pack. Listen, fanny packs are fine. I'm talking about
what? Kenny Warren had a hip holder. All them niggas had them hip holders.
I see you, right.
I had one too.
Yeah, I had one too.
I had one. I had a Trailblazer
MCMs. I had the white MCM, the leather.
I had a Trailblazer. I had went to the swap meet and got mine.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, fanny packs are okay. We're talking about full-fledged man purse.
Man, I ain't wearing no purse, bro. But
but hey, well, all I can tell you is Boondocks type shit. There's some Boondocks type shit for real.
Man, bad.
It's called the Merce, ho.
What I say, man bag?
The Merce, Jesus Christ!
Right,
man.
Got a Costco chicken wrap.
Since everybody's just gonna go around the world and stop through Australia, Europe, Asia, and Hawaii, and then back to Vegas, I'm gonna just ask you to stop in wherever Kamala Harris was. Did you see that they dropped all those references in her motherfucking front lawn, her front yard? That bitch has an extravagant house, by the way.
Yeah.
Being the vice president, that bitch got a fucking where you could just drop 10,000 refugees on your front yard.
Yeah, she's hot about that.
Well,
she's hot about that. Here's the thing: they make an interesting point, is because it's like, so we have a issue at the border, right?
Right.
So the czar of this shit, this is this is your assignment, bitch, and it's a problem down here. So we want to let them come in how they want to come in, what their policies are, which is, and so it's like, why they can't come here? Why you want to just send them to, start to sit, you know what I mean? Like, let those cities having to deal with that when they asking you to come and take care of this shit because it's overrunning the area.
Why did they just drop them off at the border where they normally do? But Why did he drop him out? Who decided to?
Martha's
you know what?
Garden. Oh, let's take a flight.
No, that's hey. If that the governor of Florida, right?
Okay.
So he sets it up and said, but look, but what he did is he had the federal agents right in phony ass places where these people were supposed to check in. Sent them all to Martha's Vineyard, right? Mm-hmm. And then they like Tacoma and all these different places they're supposed to check in by Monday, or they get deported. Oh, he did some foul shit. That's some foul shit.
You get these motherfuckers out of here, man. If they ain't here,
all I can tell you, hey, watch out because he'll be your next president.
Hey, listen, I'm not worried about that because that is not the problem. You know what I'm saying? Other than they need to control that
Portland,
shit.
No, we shouldn't be worried about it here in Portland at all.
No, we need to be because here's the
thing. I'm talking about him being the next president because the fact that here in Portland, I'm like listening to some of the commercials.
Oh, you see the people who's all those. Oh, well, you look at my box real quick and then. Man, I was just like, man, I've been taking a look at some of the candidates, man. And I was just like, keep Oregon weird. That's all I'll say to that.
Yeah, far this way, far that way, far this way, far that way. Is there anybody?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, is there any type of balance?
There ain't no such things anymore. You either
or
you if you in the middle, you getting canceled. You might as well. You just basically a pansy. You're a goddamn babe in the woods playing both sides of the fence. If you independent, you're either masquerading one way or the other because you're afraid to pick a side because then you'll get ridiculed because of how you believe. That's just what.
But it reminds me of the '90s. The ads that are around right now remind me of the '90s because. She's hard on. She doesn't believe that you should have gun control, or they're like abortions. You know, and they just go to what
they have the radical left or right supporting.
I call it left wing lunatics and right wing wackos, nigga.
Yeah, it's like they don't like that. They don't believe in police. They didn't treat our police right. Blah blah blah. I'm like that may not be the truth. It might, it's. Y'all going a bit much here, but we definitely need police. But we need to We need to change that damn law with the meth and whatever the.
How you vote for it, man. And the people get what they vote for. That's what Portland wanted.
Yeah,
and Multnomah County continues.
But how many people are really voting on those things? That's what I was saying.
Again, like I'm gonna tell you, Multnomah County is the problem, and it's the biggest county in the state. And this is where all the people live at. So when it's time to vote and shit like that, and why it's blue out here is because of that county, nigga. And they support, and the progressives and shit. They tilt that shit hard because
rural to city. Yeah.
Right. Remember they said to send a counselor out in crisis situations and stuff. And just like the girl down in California that got her head cut off by her fucking baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because of. You mentioned about the police thing, about, defunding and not having the numbers or police quitting because of how they perceive to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So now we don't have those numbers and this woman loses her life in front of people in broad fucking daylight.
Yeah.
Broad daylight.
Broad fucking daylight. Nobody jumped in and tried to help or none of that type of shit. And not only that, the police response time, they got there, but just you think about certain stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you think about the shootings or killings or what just happened to P and B Rock, or a lot of these rap dudes or just black men just in general, or just men in general. Men get killed at the highest rate by gun violence, whether you black or white or Asian or whatever the fuck it is, though. You know what I mean? That's a hazard for men, and especially black men.
Yeah. I changed the way I move.
You better or you die. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to try to fucking live your life, you got to live consistent. And what somebody told me, and what that means is that you have to reduce high risk behavior in terms of where you fucking hanging out at. You want to hang out with the gangsters.
Yeah.
But there's also this thing about these wild ass drivers out on the damn road. I see so many cars without any damn license plates. They fix their car up with parts. They look like bum ass parts, and they're driving up and down the road 70 miles an hour on a 30-mile-an-hour area.
I pull
That's
to the
that
right.
road warrior shit.
I let the
Yeah.
motherfuckers go. When I see them coming up behind me, I move
Yeah.
to the side.
Because if they hit you, they ain't got no insurance, so you
All right,
finna
yeah,
ask
yeah.
out.
There ain't nobody coming to
I got
chase them
more to
down
lose.
in the zone.
I got more to lose than they do.
Listen,
Yeah.
they got they. If I survive and they try to get away, nigga, I'm gonna chase your motherfucking ass down.
Mm-hmm.
I just try to
Yes.
avoid the whole situation and move the fuck out the way because I already be like, in my
I'm
rear
just
view.
joking, everybody. I'm just what. There's somebody telling me that I
Hyperbole.
should do that. It's total hyperbole. I'm not gonna do anything.
Well, we know that. You got
Yeah.
too much to lose. We all got too much to lose. Shit.
No, there was a young black cat with his little blue shirt with the white collar and the cuffs. He was in a Charger the other day. And I happened to come down over by MLK or by Grand MLK, whatever.
Listen, we're all 50 plus. So
No, check it out. No, don't check this out. I'm driving and I happen to get in the lane, or get out of the lane, get in and go forward. All right. As I do this, this cat gets mad, and I'm like, he doesn't originally just do it, but as soon as I get over another lane, he come up beside me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He speeds up and he swipes in between me and somebody else in front. Yeah, to try to show me that he was his disdain for me moving in front of him, and maybe not going.
I'll be doing the people that be doing
know
that
what?
type of shit.
Break
I'll be
that-
seeing them and I'll just speed up.
Yeah.
When I see him speeding up in the rear, I'll speed up too because I know what you're trying to do.
Hey, you box them in. You box them in so they can't go nowhere because the other car is going too slow. So you stay right here.
Well, check it out. So
box them in.
So when I see him do this, so I'm get in the other lane, and I'm going down. I'm not worried about him. This cat, by the time I got down by the convention center on the other end of the convention center, he moves in the next lane next to me as I'm going down. I'm just driving because I'm like, just don't hit me. Do what you want to do. Go on about your business. I'm going to work. I'm not worried about it. So he waits until we're merging down underneath. It might be the Morrison Bridge. It might be the next one. Either way it goes. We're down by Taylor, and it merges. He comes and runs out of the lane from he's out. He's not in the lane at all. He's running on the edge to come and try to edge me out. I just slow down and let him get in there because I'm like, okay, this fool is one of these guys that will end up getting himself killed or somebody else with traffic, not with shooting or anything like that. He's going to end up, because right there is where all those trucks merge. MLK and Taylor right there, those trucks merge and they usually run sit down. They don't care who's in that lane when they come across there, coming off that bridge.
Listen, man.
So I get him, and then I happen to.
Those are the times where you have to tell yourself, man, this can turn all bad.
Yeah, no, I know that. You know why I know that. So this is So this is a couple days ago. It's a year since my brother-in-law. Yeah, a year and like a week since my brother-in-law lost his life in road rage.
That was the day that I went fishing with Ivory because it came up on my memory thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was because I was headed to the Helium. He had bought those tickets and we were headed to Helium. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So so I'm like looking at this guy. I'm like, this cat has no idea. And I said, I'm gonna take a breather on this one, and I drove up, and then we get up by the light up by the old Burger King. I'm about to take my turn, and I see him, and that's when I'm like, I see him. He's trying to lean back and hide, but he's on the right side of me now, and I'm in the left lane. I'm making my turn. I say, I said, this is how things happen, because he's trying to lean back and hide because he know he's acted a fool, and I haven't did him. He saw who I was in the vehicle, so that's the other thing. That's when he figured out, oh shit, I can't get away now. But I just kind of looked over at the vehicle and drove on, turned the corner, because this is how your life gets changed by an ignorant person, some young cat that's mad because somebody got in the lane and he wanted to go fast. And I wasn't even going slow. What it was, I got in the lane, and the light was The light was red and it turned green as I got into the lane, and he was like maybe 4 or 5 car lengths behind, and he took it as I tried to cut him off or something like that. I immediately got out of lane and let him have his lane so he can go through. But that's the type of shit that I see out here on the street more often. And these cats that are just driving wild out here with vehicles that shouldn't be on the road. If they took the time to do that, instead of trying to ticket regular people that pay taxes and pay their bills for parking and having their parking too long in a spot, if they actually went after that, the city would be a better place. But they're not going to do that. It's too easy to mess with the people that are actually following the law.
Well, man, shit. Good thing that it didn't turn out bad. Nobody's got hurt. Everybody went home. But I know what you mean, though. You gotta be careful and be mindful and be self-aware about people.
You have to breathe.
Yeah, you definitely gotta, but you gotta pay attention to people because when motherfuckers start pressing, you know what I mean. You gotta be able to see that coming. To me, I look at that. Shit can happen in an instant, of course, but to me, I feel like you can feel experience. I guess things. I guess for me. Certain experiences that I've had, I'll read the room differently than other people. What seems cool to you, I'm looking at this shit because of one motherfucker that entered the room that you didn't notice. And I'm like, this is the motherfucker that is the problem. And it's going to be a problem tonight. So, that chain reaction shit, he's going to bust somebody in their face. He's going to vulgar or disrespect somebody. It's going to set everything off and then it's going to go left. I'm usually watching that for a hot second, and if it looks too crazy, I'm dipping, bro. Just based off of one motherfucker.
You know that's been me for my life.
Oh, I know that.
I'm out there watching, trying to see who's coming in, who think they're gonna slip up.
Especially when I see a gangster nigga walk up in the building that I remember or know or affiliate, and I know they affiliated or something. I'm gonna be like, oh, this ain't gonna last long. Let me finish my drink. Then it'll be, are you ready? Okay, we out of here. I'm serious, man. And it ain't, and it's not that I'm worried about something happening to me. I mean, well, I am, but not in the sense that I'm scared like that at a person or anything like you know what I mean.
You just be at the wrong place at the wrong.
No,
because I know
how it goes.
Because if it comes to me
like
on
that.
some other shit, I'm not finna play with you. I'm not finna do nothing. I'm going. They're gonna come. The police. I'm gonna wait for them and all that. If I can, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna tell my side of the story because I'm gonna go home. You know what I mean. And I'm not out here looking for that. You know what I mean?
I gotta make it home tonight. Yeah.
So as soon as it get crazy or and there's any type of threat like that, man, I'm gonna eliminate that immediately and deal with it later.
I've been through too many situations where I can look and I'm in here and I see everybody else having fun. I'm like, this is just too much like a movie. Let me step back and just pay attention to what the hell's
going on, man. Especially when it get to be a lot of people. I got social anxiety, so
me too.
It's like I got a limit on how many people that I can be around comfortably. Before I start getting weird.
Speaking on that, y'all want to meet up at the spare room?
Tomorrow, yeah. What time you
go?
No,
right now.
Fuck no.
Got it.
Shit, after I shut this shit down, nigga, I'm shutting it down, nigga. Contact out. Nigga, putting on my Coke bottles, nigga, and my drawers, nigga, and watching TV until I fall out, nigga.
I gotta put my CPAP machine on. So I feel
man. I'm gonna relax, man. Going because this is usually what happens. Like I'll get a spark though, just like how you just said that. Let's go, let's go. And I'll feel it for about 10 to 15 minutes, right? And in that 10 to 15 minutes, as soon as I get ready to walk out the door, the war off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, I done got this far. I didn't put my shoes on, nigga. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it out the door. Got the electric starter on the car.
Don't promise nobody started. That you coming.
Nigga, I get to the spot though. Take off. I'll go to wherever it is. Usually it's the spare room or Nighthawk. Oh, I done gave my location. See, that's not. Anyway, I got to go to a new place. Check it out.
I got a few spots. I'll tell you after this show.
Nah, for real. I get to the spot, man, and then I have that first drink, and then I'll be sitting around looking. Then I pull out my phone, start looking on my phone. Then I'm just swiping the whole time. All I'm doing is swiping. I ain't looking. I ain't doing shit. And I sit back and I look around, be like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" You know
I
what I
just
mean?
staying at home for this.
Right. 30 minutes in, bro, or is somebody loud and obnoxious in the fucking place, bro? And that, I can't stand that type of shit. Nigga,
I don't want to do with that.
The last couple of mornings ago, I was at the spare room, had to check this nigga, man. I'm sitting there watching the game, eating breakfast and shit, and the nigga just comes and he stares right there. I said, "Excuse me, man." I said, "You right in front of the TV." He's like, "Oh, my bad." The nigga got so offended and in his feelings that he left. I'm like, "Nigga, you just didn't like the way I talked to you. Nigga, get your motherfucker, have some self-awareness." I can't stand people that do that shit. You in a place with people, man. You gotta look around, see if you in somebody's way. Do you just like standing in front of a motherfucker, come up and bop you upside your goddamn head? I mean,
he sound like he's 9 years old.
Yeah, but this is I know. Nigga, he's my age. He's
how
maybe
kids
not,
are.
man.
Basically, he should
the
know
nigga
better.
he should have known better though. Nigga, like, what is you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You being disrespectful right now, but he wasn't expecting me to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I said? He was like,
you know what, Ray? Just chalk it up because maybe he thought he was a young buck.
Hey, listen. I don't care what he thought, nigga. He thought he was gonna have a bad
Whatever
day.
you thought, what did the E40 say? You thought wrong. Whatever you
thought
wrong.
Nah, whatever happened is he moved out the way.
Well,
I mean, it didn't matter. It wasn't even that deep.
You can be direct with somebody without
what I'm saying,
and they can feel a certain way without you actually being rude.
But that's what it was though, bro. It was very direct, but it wasn't like it was like, dude, like, are you serious? Kind of like is the way.
Did you hear Ray's tone? That was toned down 10 notches.
Nah,
you know how that nigga. The nigga was like, "Hey, bro."
But he tried to rile you up, right?
You in the. He's already pissed off.
King Kong got nothing on me.
You know why Ray was already pissed off? Because the nigga stood there for 7 seconds. and first Ray was like, "Is this nigga serious?" And then he was like,
"Yeah,
no, he gonna move." Nah. And then he was like, then the nigga blew up.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it was something like that.
Ray was about to tell him, "Stick yourself, pretty Tony."
Listen, bro. I mean, I would have. It would have been.
It could have been a walkthrough.
It would
have been a walkthrough. Like you said, I walked through like, oh, I caught a glimpse, and I get in front of Ray, but then I stay there. But you should be going. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how you walk through.
What it was.
So now you're gonna turn the story into how I overreacted, and it was only he was really only standing there for like 7
You're
seconds.
Watching
but
TV, he walked in there and he didn't pay attention, or if he did, he didn't know he didn't know the person that was behind him. So you checked him about it. He felt in his feelings, and he did what he was supposed to do. Go home. You're not winning this one right now.
I was on your side.
You knew better. Your mama taught you better.
Twist my stories. I just
no.
Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna point it to Terrence. That nigga did it.
Yeah, what happened? Shit, I didn't. I just was, answering.
Well, whatever. Ray did not confirm or deny either story, so we don't know what the fuck happened. But it was something like that. His words.
Sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, so after all that, y'all,
we just had
the point of the story was
we had a roundabout show.
I'll be ready to go home as soon as I get to the motherfucking spot.
Hey,
and actually before I leave the house.
You know what?
Yeah, you too old to be going to the spot that late.
Hey, y'all want to meet me up? I'm buying.
What?
Who want to meet up at the spare room? I'm buying.
What you mean, tomorrow?
Right now.
No.
Is it 10:30?
I got paid. It's payday this week, so
I know, right? Everybody's trying to like.
And not only that, I got booze, nigga.
I want to
look,
bro. I can't drive if I want to.
I know, bro, but I just want to break this down for when we do go out and we be doing shit. So when we go out and we get at Christian Brothers, right? That's what I like to drink anyway. And so they're like fucking $6 now at the spare room. So you drink 2 of those, that's $12. When I get a fifth of that, for about $12. You know what I'm saying? And so listen, this is how my mind works. Well, so when I'm at breakfast and buying steak and eggs and I'm getting this, and I get that on top of it. All the prices have went up,
bro.
And I sit back and I think like I done spent nigga $12 to $18 on 2 to 3 fucking drinks. I could have spent this money on a 5th.
Listen, bro. You know what we're gonna do? Hey,
you sound like a wino. No, just joking.
What we gonna
I'm
do?
just joking. I would do the same thing. Hey, I can make my breakfast at home. I just gotta get a steak, and the steak is gonna be it's gonna cost more. What's up?
You took over the show for an hour and 15 minutes. Listen, let a nigga speak.
Don't make me kick you. To get you.
You, Ray, and I can all cook. I don't even. The only reason I meet up there because to see.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go back to the basics and just cook at either one of our fucking houses every other fucking Saturday?
I mean, we can do that.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of eating. When I ask for hash browns, nigga, I don't want hash whites. I ask for extra crispy. The nigga that can't never get it right. I have to say
hash whites.
Give me something, man. You ask for hash browns. I would think you know how to cook. This motherfucker every time I say burn the motherfuckers hash white.
Yeah. Make them crispy. Yeah, you gotta dry them. You gotta dry potatoes.
Actually, we can put that together, bro. So what? We can do it next Saturday or whatever. We just got to see what people's schedule. We can do it early enough though, because I know people be busy on their Saturdays and stuff, and got shit to do. I'm an early bird too, because I'm like. Start like 8 o'clock. Like y'all can be there if y'all want to be there at 7. I'm all for it. But I'm saying
I do it by myself.
Get in
before even go to work sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Like have a cup of Joe, nigga, to shoot the shit. With the daily lick read.
Okay, next Saturday.
Yep, next Saturday.
And it don't have to be every Saturday. We can just
a
Saturday here and there.
I would say
let's say once a month.
Tailgating shit on one of these Sundays or even on a Saturday for a college game.
That's tailgating on Sunday. At the house.
Yeah,
we meet up over at Ray's house. We do.
Okay.
Do that.
I'm ready.
I'm all for it, bro. It's about that time.
Listen,
save a lot more money and a lot more food to take home.
We're gonna have more. Exactly. He just said the words out of my mouth. We're gonna save money. We're gonna get more drinks, more food, and you're gonna take some shit home.
Yep.
And your fat ass Terrence gonna eat everything up anyway.
Oh my god.
Renaud,
I gotta get a joke in there.
Renaud, how tall are you?
Today it rained. Today it rained.
Why are you talking about your height, nigga? You're
5'8", 5'8" in the rain, but when it don't rain, I'm 5'7".
Nigga,
wow.
I need you to stop lying.
But I got lifts though from Dad.
So listen,
because Ray was like, "Nigga, you ain't never see me eye to eye."
Look. Check it out though, Terrence. He ain't lying. And I said, nigga, take off your shoes. I made that nigga take his shoes off, bro. That nigga was short as fuck. I said, nigga, what do you got on, nigga? Like, and then the nigga showed me a secret. Nigga, I said, this nigga got on some high heels.
So you telling me this 11-year-old girl is taller than you?
Maybe.
No, she is.
Ray's a motherfucker. You know what? I can't even say because I can't beat him up. So I gotta keep my mouth shut. I keep my feelings. But when you leave, I'm gonna talk some shit.
Debo.
Man. Hold on. So I got this last story. I would definitely know you guys got some stuff. I gotta
bring it on, bro. Bring it on.
Yeah, let's get to it.
I've been having some good stuff.
Otherwise, y'all have to meet me at the spare room in 18 minutes. Let's go.
Let me tell you something.
I was just fucking with you, because I ain't got $1 to my name.
Case of a woman accused of intentionally plowing down her boyfriend with her minivan in a Kroger parking lot. She also hit a pedestrian who later died. WCPO 9 News reporter Whitney Miller was there this afternoon as her charges were announced. Whitney.
Yeah, Tanya, Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieter says it was jealousy and rage that led 24-year-old Tavia Chapman to put her foot on the gas. Now she's facing life in prison.
I'm a little frustrated.
Thursday, Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters laid out what he believes led to the death of an innocent man last month in the Spring Grove Village Kroger parking lot.
She took this 3-ton vehicle and plowed into him and plowed into Christopher Griffith, a innocent man on a cane walking across a crosswalk.
Dieters released the surveillance video of the crash. He says 24-year-old Tavia Chapman was angry after she found out her boyfriend wasn't being faithful.
While he was in Kroger's, she apparently went through his cell phone and believed that he had been in an inappropriate relationship with her sister.
His punishment, getting plowed down by her minivan.
One of the more disgusting parts of this thing is that after she plows into these two people, her car was disabled. She exited the vehicle, leaving her 8-month-old baby in the car, and proceeds to go to her boyfriend and start beating him after he's been run over by this car.
Griffith later died in the hospital from his injuries. His brother Greg told us he wants Chapman to pay.
I'm just devastated by this, and I want her to be punished for this.
Chapman faces life in prison. Among her charges are child endangerment, murder, and attempted murder. Prosecutor Dieters commenting, what this woman did is sickening.
I just don't understand why this had to happen at all.
In downtown Cincinnati, Whitney Miller, WCPO 9 News.
Okay. You know what? She ruined her life.
She ruined a lot of lives right there.
Not only killed that old man that was in the crosswalk, got out of her vehicle, as the news reporter said, and commenced to beating that nigga's ass.
And that's what's going to seal her fate. That getting out of the vehicle afterwards.
And then, like, so you're going to ruin your life for that when you could have just walked away?
Man, boy, that's horrible. That's some horrible shit right there. And then you see her hop out the car and go hop on that nigga after she ran this nigga over?
Like a bunny rabbit, like one of them hot bunny rabbits.
I mean, I just, I mean, like,
you're crazy.
It didn't even register to her. Hold on, listen.
Mental illness.
It didn't even register to her. First of all, you just ran over 2 fucking people.
Yes.
Your baby is with your baby in the car. You hop out the car. You don't check on your baby. You go run over to this nigga and you hop on him and start whooping his ass. Mind you, there's another man over here about to die.
Yes.
Because you were upset about what you found in his phone. And there ain't nothing that anybody can say other than mental health. But mental health is getting overused because if you ain't been treating your motherfucking mental health, yeah, we can always call it mental health. But if you ain't been taking no goddamn therapy and no goddamn meds or nothing like that, diagnoses on your motherfucking ass, don't tell me about your mental health, bitch. Your motherfucking ass went over here and did some stupid shit. I can't fucking believe that, man. Anyway, I'm done. Bruno, please.
Well, like you said, man, it's what can you say? I mean, you ran over there and not only ran your boyfriend over, you innocent old fucking man, and then had disregard for your own kid. You didn't even know if you slammed your car in park and rolled off, and then you commenced to beating the nigga that's already been ran over by you.
He fucked up, bro.
Hold on. Yeah, but even that, you think about
you see the video? He had no defensive, no.
Yeah.
He was fucked up, bro.
But what? Hold on. Tell me. I don't understand this though. If you are mad at one person because they did this horrible act to you, even in your mind, why are you taking it out on everybody?
maybe.
Why would you take it out on everybody? Why would you take it out on somebody? Why would you go and so she hit and kept rolling?
It's gonna be labeled as a crime of passion.
She about to do live. She about to do a bunch of because
That's
listen,
fine.
she messed up a lot of life.
After she ran him over, had she just stayed in the motherfucking car, that would probably be viable. But she got up out the car and she continued her
Did
assault.
she call? Hold on. Did she call her sister to find out about this before she went and did all that extra stuff?
I mean, who knows? He let his dumb ass left the fucking phone in there, so he know the bitch is going. He should have known that she was gonna look. If you think bitch they not, that's on you. You fucking moron.
Bro,
I mean, unbelievable.
I'm gonna need a toxic. I can't speak right now, but I'm gonna toxic
toxicology.
Thank you, toxicology report. I didn't know where the blood level was. Was the bitch on drugs?
All I know is that she was emotional and she didn't care about anyone. Just like that fool that drove through the intersection and killed all those folks.
Terrence, that's going to come into play.
What is?
Just like the bitch that plowed through the motherfucking L.A. The travel nurse.
That's what I just said.
Oh shit! Yeah,
she got denied bail, by the way.
It says your priorities are completely upside down if you're going after some man or anybody for that matter or some dumb shit like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Listen, hey, she didn't even give it time to, if she knew she didn't want to give him time to have anything to say.
Terrence, have you ever been fucking threatened, bro?
Threatened by who? By what?
A bitch, nigga. Did you ever been threatened? Ray, I don't need to answer that question. Have you ever been threatened?
Who, me?
Terrence.
Threatened physically?
I don't remember. I might have. I don't remember.
And physically. I've been both. You in both of them.
BOF?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
Terrence, have you ever been threatened?
Both. I probably have. I probably have. I don't remember.
You remember, bro.
No, I don't remember ever being threatened, but I'm sure that somebody has.
Have you been obstructed by a female, whether her fist, a foreign object, or shoe, a bite, scratch, whatever?
Oh, somebody tried to hit me, but yeah, I've been hit for innocent. I was innocent. The guy hit me for a woman hit me about some shit. They didn't even try to see if it was real.
I got hit with a shoe in the face. Right. I got slapped across the face.
Have you any
scratches? Hey, it was old girl's best friend over there trying to lie about what she saw one night.
I had an aerosol can thrown at me. I had another full can of soda thrown at me.
Ooh.
Have
you ever had to use Neosporin?
And I had a girl looking for me with a pistol with her homegirl.
Okay, so.
So yeah, I've been. Yeah. Now I won't say what I did, but I would say like this though. Yeah, it went down. When I was young, yeah, it was some wild shit going on, though.
So Terrence, you haven't answered the question.
Yeah. What up?
Have you been assaulted?
She said she got.
I got slapped. I got slapped for something I didn't do. But after the fact, I got slapped. I should have listened. After I got slapped, I should have did what they thought I had did, because they jumped to conclusions.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
I blame it on Cliff. I blame it on Cliff Robinson.
Now I'll say like this now, I've known some men, I've known some guys, just so that everybody was, guys do the same thing too. Well, yes, you're correct. I know plenty of motherfucking guys personally who have went psycho crazy on the bitch. It shut her down and all that. Had the bitch spooked and locked in the bathroom hiding.
Right.
It's not even to laugh about, but
no, it's a real. I'm just saying though,
right.
Hey
man, I thought we was cool.
Oh, see, I'm not even talking about you.
Somebody feeling guilty about something.
I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about you, but then since you want to go ahead and add on to that list, okay.
I was talking about Ray Nielsen, not Nelson.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. But yeah, man. I'm telling you though, no man, for real
But
though.
Terrence, have you ever been? You don't answer
Been
that
what?
question.
What?
But wait a minute though. Wait a minute.
Yeah, here we go.
I know somebody who's been in a situation with a car and trying to, being assaulted with a vehicle.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Ran, yeah.
Hello.
I know. I know a guy. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing all about the woo through the garage on that nigga.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Holy shit! Oh yeah. Oh, so this must be a thing. Holy shit! Yeah, I've seen
Not
that
only that. Fuck you on my brush paint on my 68 cut dog.
Oh,
wow.
You were the four-door burgundy one?
Sure.
Oh,
was that a baby mama?
Car?
Yeah, on the hood of it. Yeah, and then
boy.
Vancouver,
no.
and it was like,
it should never have to escalate to violence, man. It's not even worth it, man, because people be getting killed, bro, like and hurt, and
Yeah.
you can go to jail and lose a whole lot of shit behind that, man. And I've been in some sticky situations, but I mean, and I made it. I consider myself lucky, bro, because I got a fucked up. I had a real bad temper and shit back then, and shit could have been a whole lot worse. And I'm telling you, bro. That ain't even though you get if it's any type of energy like that, you better run far and fast from that shit.
Because it can be way worse than what the outcome ends up coming out.
I mean, you can't win them all, man. Shit, it might be your day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And you know, motherfucking women, it's just they strapped out here, been and popped your motherfucking ass.
Shit, you don't even be strapped. They can cut your ass up.
Or stab your motherfucking ass,
burned up
run you down in the car like that lady did the nigga. Hey man, listen.
I told you I don't move like that.
Stop playing. And bitches just like stop playing.
You stupid.
Nigga, stop playing, nigga. You stupid. Yeah, stop playing. The bitches is all your nigga. You don't expect you get one of them, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard getting away, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
My mama,
you get you one of them, bro.
I don't deal with that type of crazy.
Hold on,
deal with
hanging outside you ain't because you ain't
a woman scored.
What's going on there, Ray?
You dropped down in there because you ain't, man. Let me tell you something, nigga. Hey, man, listen. It can happen to the best of them, but you in a beautiful situation, so I would just want you to stay on that path. But nigga, yeah, because it can go left. Motherfucker be outside the house, nigga, waiting for a nigga. Sitting out there on the nigga's car when he come out with her arms crossed, leaning on your shit, nigga. You coming out with the other bitch, nigga. She out there, nigga. You broke up with her, but she ain't broke up with you yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, and then y'all start arguing. And then y'all both take the bitch home. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all go and argue some more.
Oh, shit.
Your mama's tires just slashed.
Nigga, listen. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you, bro, that I've seen it all, bro. I'm telling you, like, take the bitch home, man.
Yeah,
yeah, nigga. Oh, so that's your new girlfriend? You know that whole thing? You hear that? You go.
We good.
That's insane.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know how they want to start talking? They start there over their seat and in the car. Like,
you can only get so many of these.
Yeah, she's gonna get like, with your stupid ass, nigga. You just say they gonna be doing that to you. That's how I go down, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Remember that old 80s commercial? How many licks did it take to get to a Tootsie Roll Pop? She gonna be boop.
Listen.
Boop. And it's gonna be boop.
He said, "Oh, we don't condone violence, ladies." I don't know what that was referring to, but anyway,
I was just saying, yeah.
That was a great commercial.
Find out.
What the hell? 6-year-old pop.
And then he bite that motherfucker, right?
No, he said 2, 1, 2.
You know,
then he crunched that shit.
Yeah.
That's just no, but yeah, man. You gotta stay away from that.
No violence, no violence.
No, the only type of threats that I've had is people threaten my life to shoot me on sight and kill me, things like that. Not women. Candidates in general that don't have no sense.
Hey, bro, you hanging with the wrong crowd, man.
It was Ray is part of the wrong crowd. No, that's just life. You grow up, people do shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
People do shit when you're younger. You doing you.
Listen, like Ray said, you fill the room. Listen, I don't even travel outside my demographics. Motherfucker had a birthday on 162nd and Stark. Like Ray said,
that's a problem. 167.
The wrong nigga walked in. I paid my tab and I skedaddled.
Yeah, that's not the spot.
And then later on Fox Channel 12 and 6 and 2, shooting reported, blah blah blah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's reading the room. Oh.
Yep.
My grandpa always like, nigga, like I got y'all right now. I see everything coming and going. I got my shit right here.
You're so crazy.
Man, shit right here.
Everything at arm's reach.
Yeah. I got mine on me, man. But anyway, the lady though is crazy though, man. So okay, let me ask you guys this though. So
back on track.
How much time do you think she's gonna get?
She getting life. Hey, the baby sitting in the car. You didn't think when you did it, then you killed the innocent bystander.
8-month-old baby.
One thing. Listen, it's one thing if you killed the one person or hurt the one person that you were trying to hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
you might
another
get out of jail.
You have collateral damage, both physical, mental, and emotional, with other people, and that's the one thing. She probably got away with, knocking him. And then go ahead and do what she did. If she hadn't killed the bystander there, she didn't care. She didn't give a fuck who died. And that was the whole thing.
But she was she just got out and
out and ran over. I'm like, and somebody that saw that should have socked her in her face when they ran up. They saw her. Like,
Chance, did you watch the video? Nobody ran to nobody's.
I know they were behind her. They were moving up behind her because the other dude was down.
It was 2 employees I saw pushing carts. One went that way and then one went the other way.
Well, it's like a lady.
Well, if you got a car,
there was a lady moving towards the guy who was on the ground, the older man.
This is
after she was running up.
Ran out. This is after the bitch got out her vehicle and ran over and was socking the nigga. And then it was 2 employees pushing carts towards the store door. And then it was a white dude that ran and then helped the old man because nobody was helping him.
Oh, I thought there was a lady that was moving over to help him.
I could be wrong.
Well, I just heard not too long ago here in Portland, a gal killed her boyfriend, and then she ended up getting shot by his brother.
Oh yeah. Set off a bunch of other stuff, right?
There's a lot of there's a lot of smash and grab. There's a lot of carjacking. The fucking employee at one of the places stopped the lady that had her baby. He stopped I think she was like at a well-known fast food place, and one of the workers jumped out, came outside, and stopped the lady for getting carjacked because she had a little baby, an infant baby, And nobody saw that.
So
I
let me
didn't know
ask you
that.
guys something. Do you guys have an option to share stuff on your screen, on the bottom of your screen somewhere?
Let's see.
No.
No.
You should.
Well, let me hit the bottom of my screen. No, I don't, bro.
I don't think you. Yeah, I think you do though.
Hold on, let me hit the bottom.
Everyone can see you and hear you. That's what all mine things it says on the side. Settings, chat.
I got mute.
Yes,
Stop.
you don't have. It's
Oh
mine's
yeah, share. It says share right there. You see
right.
it
So
here.
you can share video. So try to share a video around.
Okay.
Not nothing fucked up.
No, I don't have it on my computer. It's on my phone though.
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do something real quick.
You know what? Let me start seeing.
Well, I'm using my phone, so that would be the reason I don't have share.
Hey, Ray.
I could probably hit settings.
I'm finna load up a video. Hold on.
All right. Remember you said I was a princess because you sent it to my text message and my email. I can do the same thing. Terrence, you're a bully, by the way.
Nope, I was never a bully. I was just trying to take care of people and make sure they didn't get in trouble.
So you called, beat me up, and folded me up like a pretzel.
Don't get drunk and swing.
What year was that? 1990.
Yeah, something back there. Oh, look at Ray over there. Ray.
He's on two platforms.
Yeah, you can see straight up his nose. There's a better angle. Yeah, okay, there you go. You look different on that one. You look different on that one. You looking like Deion Sanders on that one.
Yeah, that means I'm looking old. Let's see. Oh, never mind.
Hey, I don't know nothing about football or sports in general.
My camera's tripping.
Is Kaepernick going to go to the Oakland Raiders?
You mean Kaepernick to Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, Cowboys. Again, I don't know shit.
No.
Fuck no.
Wait. Oh, okay.
One thing.
He yawned on me.
Look. I know Scanling is he about to get set down for Justin Watson.
Oh, for the body slam? You picked him like this and slammed him?
No. That was Kelsey that got slammed, body slammed. WWE. Yeah.
Again, I don't know about shit.
No, but Scanley, he's 6'5" and run like a 4.40 or 4.3840, right? But he don't run the routes correctly. And last night I saw him miss a lot of passes and run routes the wrong way. So I figure it's time for them to pull that cat from Tampa Bay, Justin Watson, and let him get some catches.
All right.
No more of that.
I try to be cool and try to bring us some sports shit and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know you've been out for a while. Hey, remember phone cards?
Oh
remember
yeah, college.
Have phone cards back in the day.
I went to I had to go to.
I know. I remember. We won't say the other guys that were in on that.
Yeah.
Calling over in the Middle East.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dre had the hookup.
Man, I remember
we were sending that shit to everybody, like, hey man, use this number if you need to call a bit in Seattle, Canada, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Because back then it was like by the minute. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
God, we had rotary down. The kids. You see that fucking video about the kid that never seen a fucking a phone?
Oh,
the long answer. Yeah.
The landline.
The landline, yeah.
Oh, they got many videos of these cats that are 14, 15, 16 years old and go to pick up the phone trying to figure it out in this rotary. So they don't know to pull it all the way to the metal.
Right.
Call the wrong number when you don't pull it all the way to the metal. Who am I talking to?
They had to go like this. 2.
Yep.
7.
Or you ask them to dial that number for you.
Yeah.
Remember
payphones?
Back when payphone.
I seen a video with a motherfucker trying to break into a goddamn payphone. Like, really? How much money do you think you're getting in one of those?
Not a near quarters in that motherfucker, or a dime, whatever the fuck it is.
Right, just on some like, what are you doing, you fucking moron?
You're freak.
You're a freak.
Most people that try to break into any of that shit aren't very smart. Shit.
Yeah, no, but
how much
I mean,
are you really gonna get out of it?
He was
It's
straight
worth
trying
the price.
he was trying to get in that shit, bro.
Who had the first choker chain on though?
Los.
Oh, did he? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, and white jeans or shorts.
Hey, bro.
Tight shorts.
I was just telling Ray he was before his time because look, everybody got a fucking choker on. All the rappers.
That's horrible.
Kenny Mac got on right now.
He's got plenty of videos out there. I see he does his art all the time. Look,
yeah, that shit looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Yep. Kenny Mac. Yeah.
AK Mac.
Yeah.
What the hell? Did it go over?
Ray, send me whatever it is so I can play it on my car tomorrow.
What's
the song that you just remixed?
Oh,
is that yours?
Yeah, my original the new song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Hey, I like the fact you at the intro you played your other Ray's boom room.
Oh yeah,
I like that one. That was nice.
Yeah, that's that classic.
Have you guys ever been pressured to have sex?
What?
I guess that would only be a yes if you wasn't trying to do it. So
no.
Yes,
like what if the person was
years
like
ago? Years ago.
I'm thinking. Listen, 3 to 5 is fulfillment.
What?
I'm thinking 3 to 5 is fulfillment. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I get old in my ways, but you know.
I am not following you.
I'm definitely not following you. What the
Change
fuck?
the subject. Change the subject. Are we live?
Yeah.
Live, ho. What do you mean? But anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us live.
No.
It has been great. We've had a great time. Thank you, Terrence, and thank you, Renaud. Shout out to Petty LaBelle. Shout out to Scooty Mays. Shout out to Elijah Jackson. They'll be back with us next week. But you guys go ahead and enjoy yourself, though, and we'll check you out on the next one.
Catch us at the spare room. We'll be there in 15 seconds.
Coffee.
Be safe.
Coffee in the morning, baby.
Yeah, in the morning.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. Got something to dance to for players and squares. Drugs and booze we share. The smell of weed, smoke and sex in the air. Come and play with me if you dare. It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen, women everywhere. We living it up until the clock stop. Rockin' hip hop, we go hard to the last shot. Or my body drop, playing it in the box. I like it so clear on top. Get busy, we're not here for approval. We're not here to be liked. Get busy.
All right. Oh, we're still live.
Yeah, as usual.
Listen, ho, if you
gotta
can't
get
laugh
that
at
one
yourself,
down.
who can you laugh at? Hey!
so gone. Tipsy, side to side off that liquor.